We'll begin in a comfortable seated position with back straight. You can choose to sit in Vajrasana with feet and knees together, hands on the thighs and straight back. Another easy option is easy pose, Sukhasana, with crossed legs, hands on the knees, back straight. And in whichever pose you are, you can choose to put a block or a pillow underneath the sit bones to make yourself more comfortable. And when you're ready, close your eyes and begin to focus on your breathing. You can place one palm on the belly, another on the chest, to bring more awareness to your breathing, and we'll practice yogic breath. Begin to inhale using your diaphragm, expanding the abdomen with air, then moving on to the chest, and finally filling the top of your lungs with air, all the way up to the clavicle. Exhale in the reverse order, releasing the air from the top of the lungs, then the chest, and lastly the abdomen. Inhaling, use the lower palm to feel the belly expand, then the chest and the upper hand, and lastly all the way up to the clavicle. Exhaling through the top of the lungs, chest, and abdomen. Make your breaths as slow as you can, inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. The inhalation and exhalation should be equally long, so begin by counting to 3 when you breathe in and 3 when you breathe out. Make sure you're breathing through your nose throughout the whole practice and keep the mouth closed. Take one more yogic breath and then place the hands on the knees and gently open the eyes. Inhaling, look up, sending the head back. Exhaling, head down, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head to lengthen the spine. Exhale, head down, check if the back is straight. One last time, inhale, head up. Exhale, head down, chin to chest. Inhale, back to center, and exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale through the center, exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, center, exhale, right. Inhaling center, exhale left. One more on each side, inhale. Exhale right, inhale, center, exhale left. Inhaling back to center and exhaling tilt the head to the right, and using the strength of your muscles, pull the left shoulder down to increase the stretch. And maintaining the tilt, just move the head slightly forward to stretch the back side of the neck now. Keep pressing down with the left shoulder. And inhaling back to center, we'll switch sides. Tilt the head towards the left, pressing down with the right shoulder. Breathe deeply and see if you can come back to yogic breath. And moving the head slightly forward to stretch the back side of the neck again. Next inhalation, come back to center. Press the shoulders down and back and open the chest as you inhale, fold forward. When you exhale, curve the spine, go back, chin to chest. Inhale, open the chest, fold forward. Exhale, curve the spine, go back. One more breath. Inhale, open the chest, fold forward. Exhale, reverse the motion, chin to chest. And back to center when you inhale. On your next inhalation, lift the arms up but press the shoulders down. When you exhale, twist to the right hand behind you, left hand on the right knee. Lengthen the spine when you inhale and twist a bit deeper when you exhale. If it's comfortable for the neck, look back and use every inhalation to lengthen the spine, every exhalation to twist a bit deeper. One more breath. Inhaling, lift the arms up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, switch sides, right hand and left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist and gaze over the left shoulder if you can. And same thing, with every inhalation, lengthen the spine. With every exhalation, try to twist a bit deeper, bring the shoulders in one line. Last breath in here. Inhale, lift the arms back to center. Exhale, hands on the knees. We'll switch to 4 points next. Tabletop position with hips directly over the knees and shoulders on top of wrists. Be careful not to hyperextend the elbows here like I'm showing, and instead keep a light bend in the joint, the insides of the elbows facing each other. Inhale, sink the belly down, open the chest and look up. Cow pose. Exhale and reverse the motion, curve the back, chin to chest, cat pose. Inhale, open the chest, look up, shoulders far from ears. Exhale and reverse, chin to chest. Last one. Inhale, sink the belly down, open the chest, keep a light bend in the elbow, look up. Exhale, curve the back, pushing the floor away, chin to chest. Let's walk the hands forward to puppy pose, keeping the hips over the knees. Try to bring the forehead down. If this feels easy, try and see if you can bring the chin down and gaze forward. Keep pressing the chest down. If possible, it should also rest on the mat. And think about pressing the belly towards the thighs and chest towards the mat. Press the shoulder blades together, keep the chest open. And we have 2 more breaths in here. One more. Next inhalation, walk the hands back to tabletop. Tuck the toes under, lift the knees and lift the hips up. Keep the knees bent for Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. The feet are hip distance apart and the back is straight, so keep pressing the hips up the whole time. You can begin to warm up the legs by bringing one heel down at a time, pedaling the feet out. Just make sure the back is straight the whole time. Press the shoulder blades together to open the chest, and the gaze is in between the feet for beginners. When you feel ready, you can bring both heels down for 2 more breaths, or the heels can stay up but aiming down towards the mat. In fact, most beginners will have the heels up, and I also did for the first few months of my practice. Take 1 more deep breath and go up on the toes, bend the knees, gaze between the hands, and start to walk the feet forward slowly, warming up the range of motion. Take your time. And when the feet are in between the hands, hold the opposite elbows and rock the body gently, warming up the lower back. Keep the knees bent and abdomen and thighs always connected when you bend forward. If you want to straighten the legs a bit, make sure the abdomen and thighs remain connected. 2 more breaths in here. 1 more. On your next inhalation, start to come slowly up, keep the back curved, head comes up last. We'll do 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A, At the top of the mat, find Samasthiti. Feet together. Tuck the tailbone in to engage the core. Protect the back, open the chest, gaze forward. When you inhale, lift the arms up, hands together, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bend forward, Uttanasana. Hands on thighs, shins, or down by the feet. Make sure you're not curving the back. If you need to bend the knees, connect the abdomen and thighs. Inhale, lengthen up the spine, gaze forward, hands on shins, or down by the feet. Plant the palms down, step back into tall plank pose. Bring the knees to the mat. Align the shoulders on top of the fingers and lower down until shoulders are in line with elbows. When you inhale, lift the body up to upward dog, gaze up. Exhale, bring the hips up, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana for 5 breaths. The feet are hip distance apart. If you need to keep the knees bent, just make sure the back is straight. Keep pressing the heels down towards the mat. Or if you already have the heels on the mat, you can try pressing the toes up to increase the stretch. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. Keep opening the chest, press the shoulder blades together. 1. And bend the knees, gaze between the hands, and step the feet forward or walk. Lengthen the spine, inhale, Urdhva Uttanasana. Bend forward, Uttanasana, don't bend the back. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale the arms down, Samasthiti. Second round, weight the heels, inhale, lift the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge from the hip, bend forward, Uttanasana. Bend the knees if you have to, don't curve the back. Inhale, lengthen the spine, gaze forward, Urdhva Uttanasana. Place the palms down, step back to plank. Chaturanga Dandasana as you exhale. You can take it from the knees like before or from the toes. Align elbow and shoulder. Inhale, roll the body up, press the shoulders down, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale the hips up, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Don't forget, feet are hip distance apart, the back is straight. If you need to, bend the knees. Keep pressing the heels down towards the mat. Shoulder blades together, opening the chest. Gaze in between the feet. 2 more breaths. 1. Come up on the toes, bend the knees and step or walk the feet forward. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, Urdhva Uttanasana, feet together. Exhale, bend forward, Uttanasana, don't curve the back. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. Last round, tuck the tailbone in. Inhale, lift the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bend forward, Uttanasana, head to knees. Inhale, lengthen the spine, Urdhva Uttanasana. Place the palms, step back to plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, keep the elbows tight by the body, exhale. Inhale, roll the body up, knees off the mat, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale the hips up, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And don't forget, feet hip distance apart, back straight. Press the shoulder blades together to open the chest. 5 breaths total in this pose, so 3 more. 2. 1. We'll expand from here. Bring the feet together. On your next inhalation, lift the right leg up, toes pointing up, hips pointing down. Don't open to the side. When you exhale, knee to chest and foot in between the hands. The front knee will stay on top of the ankle. Back foot comes down so the heels are in the same line, or if it's more comfortable, feet are hip distance apart. 45-degree angle on the back foot and lift the body up. Make sure the hips are pointing forward as much as you can, twisting the left hip in. Arms up, hands together and gaze up if it's comfortable for the neck. Virabhadrasana A. Warrior 1. The back leg is strong and straight, the heel pressing down. 2 more breaths. Tuck the tailbone in. 1. On next inhalation, bring the arms shoulder height. Open the back foot to a 90-degree angle. Front knee remains on top of the ankle. And the hips are pointing to the long side of the mat. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana B. The gaze is towards the front hand. 1 more deep breath. Keep opening the chest to the side. And then twist the hips forward. Bring the hands down around the foot and step back to downward facing dog. Hip distance apart with the feet. And step the feet together. Inhale, lift the left leg up, toes pointing up. Exhale, step the foot forward. If it doesn't come between the hands, just walk a bit forward. Front knee on top of ankle. Back foot at a 45-degree angle. Heels in one line if you can. Hips forward. When you inhale, lift the arms up. And the gaze is up towards the thumbs if it's comfortable for the neck. Warrior 1 on the other side, Virabhadrasana A. Keep the legs strong. Last breath here. And on your exhalation, bring the arms shoulder height for Warrior 2. The back foot is at a 90-degree angle. Heels remain in same line. And gaze towards the front hand, Hastagra Drishti. One more deep breath. And twist the hips forward, bring the hands down, and step back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. The feet are hip distance apart. One more breath. And bring the feet together again. Inhale, right leg up, hips pointing down. Exhale, step the foot forward. And bring the back knee down, top of the foot down. Front knee on top of ankle. Make sure the hips are pointing forward. Tuck the tailbone in. And bring the hands on top of the knee. For 5 breaths, Ashwasanchalanasana. Keep pressing the pelvis down, left hip down. We want to stretch the left hip flexor here. Just 2 more breaths. 1. Bring the hands down by the foot. If you need to, you can use 2 blocks here, or maybe 2 books if you don't have blocks. I used to use books. Open the chest when you inhale. Exhale, straighten the leg to half split. Inhale, press the pubic bone down, open the chest. Exhale, hip over knee, straighten the leg. Inhaling forward. Exhale, half split. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And we'll stay here for 5 breaths. If you can, connect the abdomen and thighs. Chest down towards the mat, chin down towards the mat. You can use 2 blocks if you need it. Just make sure you're not curving the back, not forcing the forehead down. Think about bringing the chin down. Open the chest, 1 more breath. On your next inhalation, bring the knee forward, lengthen the spine again, Ashwasanchalanasana. Next, right foot towards the left hand, right knee towards the right hand. Slide the left leg back as much as you can, and the closer the right foot is towards the body, the easier it's gonna be. If you can't sit all the way down, you can place a block or a pillow or a blanket or something underneath the thigh. Just make sure the hips are in the same line. If you need to even use 2 blocks. The goal is to have the hips in the same line, pointing forward. Lengthen the spine as you inhale. Exhale, bend forward. If you don't need the blocks, just sit all the way down. And when you fold forward, you can come down onto the forearms. Or if you like, you can try and walk the hands forward as far as you can and bring the forehead down on the mat. 2 more breaths. Pigeon prep pose. 1. Bring the hands back. On your inhalation, lift the body up, lengthen the spine. Shift the weight to the hands, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and step back to downward facing dog. We'll repeat the sequence on the other side, so feet together. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Back knee down, top of the foot down. Ashwasanchalanasana. Front knee on top of ankle, hips pointing forward, and hands on the knees, lengthen the spine. We're stretching the right hip flexor, so keep pressing the pelvis down, right hip down. 2 more breaths. 1. Hands down. For half split variation, use the blocks if needed. Exhale as you straighten the leg. Inhale, open the chest, go forward. Exhale, half split, hip on top of knee. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale, press the pubic bone down. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. And 5 breaths in half split pose. If you feel any pain behind the knee, just bend the knee. There should never be any pain in the leg. Keep pressing the abdomen towards the thighs. Just make sure the back is straight and you're not curving the spine. Lengthen with every inhalation, chin down exhalation. And when you inhale next time, go back to Ashwasanchalanasana, hands down. Moving the foot and knee down towards pigeon prep pose. And again, the closer the foot is to the body, the easier the stretch is going to be. Place a block if you need it. Slide the right leg back. And lengthen the spine as you inhale, hips pointing forward. Exhale, bend forward, hands or forearms down. Two more breaths. One. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, and when you inhale, press the body up, tuck the toes under and step back to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana from knees or toes, elbows by the side. Inhale, lengthen the body, look up. Exhale, hips up, downward facing dog. And bend the knees, gaze forward, step the feet forward, lengthen the spine, inhale, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, bend forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale the arms down, Samasthiti. Bring the feet hip distance apart. When you inhale, lift the arms up. You don't need to bring the hands together. Just keep the tailbone tucked, start to squat down. And if you can, squat all the way down as smoothly as you can and sit down on the mat. We'll do one final posture, backward bending posture. So bring the back down on the mat. Heels as close to your body as you can. If you can, hold the ankles. Otherwise, just place the palms by the sides and press the palms down into the mat, step the feet away. It makes the back bend easier. When you inhale, lift the hips up, shift the weight onto the shoulders, and we're working on pressing the chest towards the chin. Keep pressing the hips up, just make sure you're not compressing the back. Engage the glutes, engage the thighs. And if this is too easy, you can try to release the hands and interlock the fingers, pressing the hands down towards the mat. Setu Bandhasana or Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, bridge pose. Release the hips down when you exhale and hug the knees with your hands. Rock back and forth if it feels comfortable. We'll stay here for 5 breaths, releasing the spine. 2 more breaths, keep breathing. 1 more breath. We'll finish the class with a gentle twist. Bring the knees down on the right side. Arms shoulder height. Shoulders pressing down on the mat. If the knees come up, it's perfectly fine. If you like to, you can bring the right palm to press down. Gaze towards the left side. Keep breathing. And next inhalation, switch sides, knees on the left, and gaze towards the right. If you need to, hold the knees down with the left hand. Make sure both shoulders are down on the mat. Easy twist. 1 more deep breath in this pose. On your next inhalation, bring the knees back to the center. And we'll move to Shavasana, the final posture. Straighten the legs, mat distance apart between the feet, arms by the sides of the body, palms facing up, and relax the neck, close the eyes in Shavasana. I'll stay in this posture for 3 minutes. Shavasana is a crucial yoga posture which is performed at the end of every yoga practice, and it allows the body to rest and recover from the practice. You can take this time to reflect on how the body feels, all the muscles that you engaged and worked on. Remind yourself that you're proud and grateful to have done this practice, to have done something good and healthy for your body. It is a very common thought in the beginning to look at yoga practitioners and all the flexibility and strength they have and to think, wow, I will never be that flexible, I will never be that strong, or I'm not that flexible, so I should not do yoga, or I cannot do yoga. But in fact, it is the practice that brings strength and flexibility to the body. We all have to start somewhere. At the beginning of my own yoga journey, I couldn't even touch my toes. But with time and practice, I gained strength and flexibility, and so can you. Everything comes with time and practice, patience. Observe your thoughts. Perhaps the mind feels a bit calmer now. Allow your breathing to be natural. And you can remain in Shavasana for as long as this class is, or even longer if you feel the body needs more rest. Namaste, and thank you for practicing with me today.